Now, life's great. Everything's great. I'm going to tell you some great things today. Now, firstly, I'm just happier in my own life. I've been in my gym for a week and a bit. No mice. And I think the thing about it was I spoke to the caretakers and they said, "Look, Mr. Robinson, there's mice in every garage. What is wrong with you?" And that helped, actually. I needed that tough love. So thank you to them. Anyway, there's that. Then I went on a tour of the school on Wednesday with two of the most important people from the Central South Consortium, who are the big improvement partners. And I always believe, right, go on a tour, do not tell the staff. Because if what I'm saying is good, isn't good, I'd rather know. And I'd rather just be honest and say this is what school is normally like. So anyway, I went into maybe 15, 20 classes with them. And every class was absolutely on point. Teachers teaching brilliantly, pupils really engaged, behaviour impeccable. And I was delighted. And it just shows, again, we're talking about mid-November. This is when people get tired. And it's still great. I just want you to know that. What else has been good? Assessment week. So it's coming. It's 2 weeks away. The materials are now with the pupils. If it's not on paper, then it's on the Google Classroom as well. But most of it will be on paper. All it takes is 20 minutes a night. You know, if you can do 40 minutes, even better. But that kind of rigorous thing for 2 more weeks, then you get assessment week, and they will get the best results they've ever had. And that is a really empowering thing to know that if you revise, good things happen. Okay. I've noticed quite a lot of people watch the video about revision. Thank you for that. You know, it will make a difference. Like, I can't tell you how many adults say, I don't know how to revise. We're showing the pupils how to revise to take advantage. Now, on assessment, we've actually bought some materials for the pupils, like revision cards, highlighters, things like that. By all means, if you want to get more materials for your child, do, because we've only been able to give, like, I can't remember how many revision cards, it's like 20 like flashcards per pupil. So if you want to get more, you know, if flashcards work, you know, they're not expensive. Just get some more because they're a great way of revising. What I like about flashcards is once you've made your 50 of them or whatever, you can then use them again next time, and it kind of helps you with the knowledge. Anyway, that is assessment week. What else am I talking about? Right, so today I got to cover a science class today, and every so often, you know, I forget how much I love teaching. And I was teaching a year 7 class, science, physics, which I haven't done since I was about 15. And there were 2 things that made me really happy. But the teacher's not well, but that didn't mean that their lesson wasn't perfectly planned. So when I walked in, I had a PowerPoint with everything that I needed to teach, and I could do it, even though I didn't know the topic. So that's the first thing that made me happy, that we don't waste time on cover lessons, which you will see in schools. We don't have that. The second thing that made me happy was the class were just unbelievable. Like, what a class. They were so engaged, so positive, so up for learning. It's a genuine joy, and I mean that, a joy to teach. I now know the difference between weight and mass. You know, and I actually know it. I know the equation for how to find weight, because it's, right, bear with me. Weight is mass times gravitational force. It is. I know it. It is. And the great thing was, because we used a lot of the revision techniques during the class knew it as well. And then we were able to do equations on it, and we understood that you might have the same mass when you're on the moon, but you might have a different weight. I feel that's right. Okay. Anyway, moving on. And then the other bit that happened while I'm in this lesson. Now, this thing is only for certain things. So the thing I'm about to show you now is not for when you're at home and you're ill. There were some pupils who like work in different hubs we've got. Like, we've got the autism base, we've got a hub for anxious non-attenders who come to school, and they are clever and they're great, but they at the minute aren't happy to go into lessons. So we think, well, what is, or certain lessons, we think, what is the solution to that? And we got this. Now, we got this from the local authority, so it hasn't cost us anything yet. What do you think of this guy? So this guy, I think we're going to call him Bobby because he's got like a bobblehead. That's the name I've kind of pushed forward. Oh, don't drop Bobby. So he's great. So basically, the idea is, right, in that little bit on top of it, he can watch the lesson. His eyes can change to say how happy the child is with what's going on. He can put his hand up by his head going green. He can move around. And, you know, there's no downside for the teacher, because the teacher that knows that this pupil's in with a learning assistant in another room. But that pupil gets to be part of that class and gets to have that learning. And, you know, it's the first bit of technology, because normally I'm a bit old school when it comes to technology. I always think, you know, is it actually making a difference? This could be a genuine game changer for some of our pupils. And again, what I liked was I trialed it with a couple of classes, and they were all just really sensible. I mean, I was hyping up, but they were really sensible and saying how it could make a difference. So that was a joy. What else is going to happen? Not a lot, really. I'm going to Stonehenge this weekend. I've been told by many people that it's a disappointment, but my boys are doing the Stone Age at school, so I think I'm going for it. I'll let you know what it's like. Right, have a nice weekend. Cheers. Bye-bye.